our favorite shows coming on, and it's Broken Spokes BMX special edition with Steve Wisbeski story. Yay! And there's nudity, so us girls are all set tonight. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay, turn it on now.
Sailed up from the San Francisco Bay, rolled off of their ship, and here's what they had to say. We're calling everyone to ride along to another shore. We can laugh our lives away and be free once more.
I guess we're here today with Hippie Steve Wisbeski, and we're on Broken Spokes BMX with I guess this would be a New Jersey legend, living legend, the guy who 1994 started Jump for Joy. He's got a house full of ramps. He's been going on forever and ever and ever. He started way back in the day riding BMX. This is Hippie Steve Wisbeski. We're going to do a bunch of questions and see what he's all about. People, say hi.
What's up, man? Hippie Steve here.
Steve, let's go way back. Let's go back. Let's put the Wayback Machine on. Choose some like bad looking music stuff or whatever. And when did you start, man? I think you started back in the 70s. Did you go to Flemington? Did you?
BMX had like two different starts for me. It had to start where I was 5 years old on a, an old Schwinn Stingray. My dad got out of the garbage and built trails in the woods for me. and all kids would come over. We'd have a snowmobile trailer that we'd pop up and put 4 bikes on it. That was our starting gate. Okay, that was the first start of riding bikes, you know, getting into it. I was 5 years old, which would make that like 71. 1971, yeah, starting to get cuts and scrapes way back then. And then that progressed until I was 15, and that's when I raced BMX as a 15-year-old novice. I got into that, and then started getting older, you know, finding girls, doing bad things, getting in trouble. Faded out for a second, you know. And then when I turned 21 years old, I was in a bar, and I seen on TV, ESPN, Dennis McCoy pulled a 900. ESPN covered some kind of contest, you know, in '89, you know, it was a freak. I don't even know why it was on, but that inspired me to go out and buy a bike. I had a good job, roofing houses. I didn't get another bike, man, because I never, you know, I never really wanted to get out of it, but it's the way you go. You get a car, you get stuff like that, so, yeah.
So 91, you get the itch to ride again. I remember, I think it was like 93 or 94 when I met you, but Adam Guile started talking to me, because I knew Adam for a long time. He goes, you gotta meet this dude, Steve. He's like the same age as you, and he rides in Southbound Brook, and he's doing all this stuff. He's got a ramp up in the barn, and you gotta check out what this dude's doing. And then I tried to come out and find you and whatnot, but let's see. And tell us what happened from '91 when you got the bike, and then.
Well, listen. Speaking about like '91 and that, I just missed you back in the '80s. I missed your clique. There was a hot shot, national number one in the country, Danny Noddy, raced BMX.
Danny Noddy.
And he would have a jump on Lincoln Boulevard, where Mako is now.
Shop right jump.
Yeah,
you go down, you go down, and
we came over there to challenge the most sexy guy. We came over there. Like,
that was
back
when
in then.
Mattioli and Dan and Fred.
Yeah, this is 1980. This is 1980. I'm on a Huffy Pro Thunder, my first bike that my father bought. It cost like $90 from K-Way, not even a Kmart, a K-Way. It had a big banana, like a motocross seat.
Yeah, it had the friggin' gas tank.
Well, no gas tank. No, this was like it was just a frame. It was a lightweight version, but it had a big funny seat. We replaced that, and that was like first bike I ever had bought for me. You know, my father bought it for a Christmas present. But we would go there to challenge you guys, and there's that not national number one, 13-year-old expert. Okay, we're going. He's full sponsored on these nice bikes. You know, we're over there crap. You know. Good thing I don't know.
That's BMX ego right there. We immediately think, I'm gonna bust his ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna go challenge this dude, man. And I seen him on the track. I was like, that's that kid that was jumping. Holy crap!
Danny came in.
Yeah, I just missed you guys. I missed all of that. So, but I started doing it myself. You know what I mean? I didn't have to know anybody. Okay. That bike I got stolen was a Harrow Sport. It got stolen with mags. It's just a stupid story outside a bar. Somebody stole it. I was talking to these dudes. You got to ride BMX? Yeah, my bike's right out there on the porch. They fucking yanked it, man. So that put me back for like a year or two. And then I picked up a Harrow Master. All right. And I was riding through Bound Brook, and I seen somebody doing flatline in a parking lot. And it was what I thought was some little dude, man. Turned out to be Aaron Donato. Who would think? Aaron Donato.
Aaron back in the day.
Pro flatlander now. Awesome girl, man. But back then, you know, I said, hey, I just got a bike. I got a half pipe. Who the hell are you? Some old dude, man. You know? You got a half pipe. What's up with that? So I got her phone number, and she hooked me up with Adam Guile. Adam Guile is probably the connection here, which introduce you to me.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. Because Adam was like, you gotta check this dude out. He's like the same age as you. He's sort of weird like you. He rides all the time. He's like all into it. He's fully like stoked on it, and you gotta just check out what he's up to. And I was like, all right. And then I forgot how I met you. I don't know if I even just came over to the house and was like, yo, what's going on here? But,
yeah, well, before there was no jump box.
There was no jump box. The tabletop.
Bar.
I came. Yeah. The tabletop was the first thing I think because I came here and I'm like, because I was living in my with my parents and I had no place to ride there. My ramp park had shut down. I had no place to ride there, and I'm like, I got nobody to ride with, nothing to do. So Adam told me about Steve, and I come over here and he's got like this little tabletop. Little tabletop, dirt tabletop, like old school thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I want to work on this. So every day I come over here and dig this little tabletop out, trying to build a tabletop and a set of doubles in his back house. So I'm like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And And then you were like, hey, we got a ramp up in the barn. I'm like, barn? Like, what do you mean? Like a barn up in, there's a barn ramp up in Basking Ridge. He's like, no, I got it. It's on the second level of a barn. All right. And then I found the whole story about that, which is definitely a funny story because Adam was indoctrinating you on how to correctly build a 90s half pipe.
When you look at a BMX Action magazine and pull out plans for a stick frame ramp, okay, it was 8 foot, it had 18 inches of vert, it had 4 major kinks in it, you know, you had to angle it 2x4s. Yeah, it was a mess. So I brought him up there. We finally, met. I heard he was some salty dude, man. And I was just like, dude, there ain't no room for saltiness. I'm a happy deadhead, and you're like a dark shadow. Dude. We're gonna clash, but you gotta do. Gonna get done. The attitudes. I ain't all about that crap, man. So I brought him up there, and the first thing he did was look at that thing and take a hammer and just start ripping it apart. I go, what are you doing? He goes, look. He threw out a magazine. There it was. Transition. Made of plywood. I go, no. So we ripped that one down and bang. Got building, man. Just got cooking up there, man.
That place was sick. We would first time I went up there, I was blown away that he had stuck an 8 foot quarter pipe that was 16 foot wide. I think it was 8 or 10 feet on the other side. And I was like, oh my god, he built a half pipe in the top part of a barn. Like it wasn't like a big barn where it was just huge to the ceiling. Like you had to go up these stairs, you go up to the top, and you got like this other part of the barn.
Yeah, you lift the hatch up and put your bike up and open a big hay door. And then we have a big ladder would slide down. Everybody would try to run from the Rottweiler Mikey before he kicked the tires.
That was right behind our great governor Christine Todd Whitman's house.
Yup. Yeah. Big shout out to the Emmets a little bit because they in the end with the ramp. They burned it on me. I don't even want to go there, but before that, let's not get ahead. We had 10 good years up there, man.
10 years, because I was up there, that was right when I met you, like in 94, no, I was actually before that, I was like 90, I guess that was 93, and then up to like 95 or so, I would still go up there before my period of leaving BMX. We won't discuss in this at all.
No, a lot of stuff we ain't discussing in this, man.
But
onward and upward, everybody.
I was there for a couple years, and at that point I had built a portable jump box that I had to stack on my old high voltage trip team ramp, and I had nothing to do with it. I was getting out of a ride, and I was like, "You want the jump box?" Takes the jump box. And I don't know how you did that, but you got the whole jump box upstairs.
Oh, dude, muscles.
You built it into that, the sub ramp after that, and then we were up there, and it was a lot of. For me, before I left, that was a lot of good times.
Yeah.
And it was great. I don't know what went on from like 95 or 96 up till it got.
See, 95, 96, 98. I took what everybody started, man. I took it. I started the ride. I entered in BS contests, man. Started taking kids to go see Matt Hoffman shows and just really trying to live BMX, man. I mean, that's all I wanted to do is ride. It's a dream when you could do something, fulfill it. When it gives you the same feeling as the first time you ever did it when you're 5 years old. It still gives me that feeling. It's 100 times better now. To find something that makes you that happy for so many years. It's just an awesome thing, man.
So, we built the barn ramp. That's pretty much where we were going. The barn ramp was before we even had a ramp here at Steve's house or any jumping to go up there. And then,
that's when everybody came, man. That's when I started meeting everybody in BMX, man. In the Northeast, man.
They would all go to Steve's. I remember there was a ramp park in South Jersey, and George Herning and the guys were like, yeah, there's a place like maybe 15 minutes from our house, but we'd rather drive the 2 hours to here and hang out up in the barn.
Hey, for a Thursday night during the winter, there's no place better to be than up in that barn. Foot of snow, outside. What an escape, man. Good group of guys, just. You'd be in a bar on a Thursday night getting hammered if you weren't out riding in my barn, man. So
in case, I guess we can name drop some people who went to the barn. I know, obviously George Herning, ASS Skate Park and Nopi and all that. Tom Stover. Big Trover rider.
Then we got, of course, Jeff Zielinski.
Jeff.
Taking pictures with basically a disposable camera back then, filming video. Rob Delecky. Riding in Auburn. No, Claiborne, right? That old Claiborne racing frame. He was up there back in the beginning. John Parker made a visit up there. Joe Tizio, rest in peace. Ralph Sinisi from Animal, before Animal was even an idea, man. Just, yeah, a lot of cool heads, man. People from Long Island, Iron Mike Marino, Chris Hall, Brad Gethard, you know, Garrett Burns. People would just, yeah, they liked it. It was the perfect ramp, perfect setting, man. You never even thought. You know?
Yeah, it was a cool vibe. There was no stress. There was just go up and ride and see what you could learn new that day you're up there.
Yeah.
Those were good times. Now, when I left in '95 or so, the ramp was still there, so they had years of still riding. I guess you guys been under 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
So when did the ramp get?
I'd have to say maybe a couple years ago, probably like 4 years ago. They started boarding horses underneath it, and this is $1 million. It costs $1,200 a month to board your horse.
This wasn't like, we're talking about a barn. We're not talking about like this was in the back of the sticks out in the middle of nowhere.
No, this thing had Marvin windows in it, man. Right, multi-million dollars. Like, you know, it was just off the hook, man.
Why did they let us put a ramp up there? Like,
yeah, no one knows.
It must be some bizarre BMX vibe that this goes on. Oh yeah, sure, these guys look trustworthy. Let them put a ramp on top of our barn.
Yeah.
Millionaires.
We just met Steve. Yeah, that's cool. But it did. It turned out to be nice, man. Yeah. So I couldn't ride no more because it was spooking the horses. So the owner called me up and said I couldn't ride. And first thing I did was thank him for 10 years. And then I said I'll be up to get it, man. You know, thanks a lot. So some time went by. I found a place to put it. My friend was gonna pour a pad in his yard and bring it over here. And I called him up. I called his son up, and he said that his dad got rid of it. And I said, oh, okay. So like, you're telling me it's on the side of the barn, all taken apart nice, you know? He said, no, I think he burned it. And I literally slammed my brakes on Route 78 and just turned around. I said, are you kidding me? Yeah, I think he didn't, yeah, he burned it. He didn't know you wanted it. I said, you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? So I went right to his house, man, out in Tewksbury, and there it was. I swear to God, it was burning in front of my eyes. Nobody was home. I just left in disgust. So that was the despise of the ram, man, you know?
That's how it goes with us.
It didn't fade away. It burned out, literally, man.
It's better to burn out than fade away, for those of you who remember 1980s music.
Yeah, Neil Young, man. It's better to burn out than to fade away. Yeah.
That was the end of the barn ramp. Those were
yep.
Too many good years, but I guess maybe that's the way it had to be. Like it couldn't like.
Well, it launched something else. You know, when something else dies, something else is born. You know. Okay, it wasn't my house. I couldn't have a ton of people, though we used to sneak in a ton of people at night, man.
Just come on, be real.
Yeah, 29 people one night, 18 riders, local cable show filming up there. You know, Dick Craig's Not Just Rock and Roll.
Really, Dick Craig was up there.
He was up there, yeah. I got the video somewhere. I got some footage. When you go through all my
I'll
find it.
Yeah,
and you convert all of that.
Fun.
You'll see some good video, man. We're gonna put some good video together at a barn. Kids killed it, man.
Remember, this is not old school video, this is mid-school video.
Yeah, mid-school. There really ain't no school. When you're the teacher, you know what I mean? Come on.
I guess you are looking at a couple of guys who were the teachers. We were always the guy sitting there going, I wonder, this has never been done before, Steve, should we do this? Well,
Yeah.
I don't see why the hell we can't do this.
Come on, I went from jumping stacks of tires with 1-inch plywood to flat bottom landings over 15 garbage cans, you know, to, you know, finally, wow, transition, holy
That's
shit.
an idea.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. Wow.
Shit's evolving, man. Shit's evolving.
Idea. So we built the barn ramp, we did the barn ramp for many years. As the barn ramp was going on and the guys were going there and having a good time, early actually in the barn years, while we were building stuff over here, Steve was like, well, what about building a jump box? Jump boxes were getting big. That was back in the very early 90s. And that was something brand new. So Steve wanted to build a jump box. I don't remember how it all came together, but down the bottom, not almost into where the apocalyptic area is with the township, there's a bunch of D-bags.
Yeah, man. I went from woods and doubles to like Shangri-La Valley behind my house. An abandoned construction site, which causes me flooding problems now. I mean, oh, that's a whole nother thing. God bless everyone with that, please.
But we said Steve wanted to build a box jump and start doing some stuff there. He wanted to have some parties. So it even wasn't about like doing a contest, because at this point in time nobody was really doing any contests anymore in Jersey or anything. But we wanted to have guys come together, have a good time. So Steve's like, let's build a jump box, and I don't even remember how it all came together back in the '90s.
Yeah, just building, man. Come on, working. I'm a carpenter, working. Got money, wood. It's going good. My father just passed away in '95, so that's when I decided to build the box. That's when the first box was built, 1995, over here. I just wanted to keep the BMX going, man. I wanted to, I never rode a vert ramp. I built my first vert ramp to ride it.
Yep.
I never jumped a jump box ever until I built my first one here, And it's the original. The jump box out there is the original
Same
transition. Tried and true, man. So that was it, yeah, build a jump box. All right, have some kids over, man. Ride the dirt trails, shit like that.
Yep, we were doing that. So we had a dirt jump set all the way down the back near the woods. And you would come out of that, and there was like a berm, and we had a set of doubles that I was working on, and we would just have plenty of kids come over to the house, plenty of guys, and they would just be hanging out, we'd be riding, and that was like quite often. Well, that was back when we used to get really hot summers. It was like 9,000 degrees.
Yeah.
And we would ride at night, we would ride during the day. But then at one point, since we hadn't had contests in so long and stuff, Steve was like, I want to do a contest.
Yeah, take some guys to come over, man. Jump in the box, man. Word's getting out.
Yeah, why not? This is bad. That was '94 was the first one.
No, not first jump for joy was '96, the beginning of '96. Before that, we built the box in '95.
Yep.
At the end of '95. So '96, June of '96 was the first jump for joy, I believe. Yeah.
So I think the first one was when Charlie here, and he had
not the first one. No, that was the second year. Yeah, we had 3 the first year and 4 the second year.
Wow.
The first one I wanted to. My town's really small, you know that. So we have a big car show every year. So they had a car show at the school, which would take up all the police, and everybody in our town would be right over there. I'm pointing in that direction because that's where it's at. It's like literally a block away. Hot rods and real cool and while they're there, let me have kids over my house. This way they ain't gonna notice nothing. Loud music and whatever, man. So that was it. It was June 12th. I remember June 12th, 1996. First jump for joy. Made a stupid sign up. Jump for joy. Whoop you.
It's like, wow, it was a cool name though. It's like when you think about it, looking back, it's like Jump for Joy. Like what says more hippie Steve than Jump?
Yeah, I wasn't really hippie Steve. Nobody knew me back then, man. The only reason they call me that is because I went to like 90 Dead shows. Wow, I'm a hippie.
That's right. I didn't hear about hippie Steve because people would say like, "Do you know hippie Steve?" And I'm like, "Hippie Steve."
Yeah, man.
Steve, he's got these dudes. Oh, you mean Steve? Oh, you mean Steve? Steve was best.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, you guys call him hippie Steve now? I was like, all right.
The younger generation, all of a sudden, Jesus Christ. Who are you to judge, you little bastards? Judge me, man.
We just want to ride our bikes and have fun.
We need more
Stuff like that. So we had that first Jump for Joy in '96.
Okay,
And, for a local, this wasn't even, like, you can't say it's a local contest because we were like, let's have a contest and word of mouth it and tell you.
Yeah, backyard.
There was no like huge Ride and Ride magazine or Dig. There was no websites. There was nothing. It was just like, let's do this. And Steve set up a little table over there. He got his registration going.
Yep, some hokey waivers made up, man.
And he went for it.
Yeah, went for it. Got some sponsorship. Got some prizes sent out, man, from some companies. I'd like to thank the early sponsors. Them guys took a gamble. They didn't know what was going to happen.
Now, who is this guy? Can you imagine like Steve would be cold calling S&M and whatnot. And,
yeah, Hoffman bikes.
What's up, you?
Man,
Who is this guy?
what? Your backyard? You're having a jump contest in your backyard. He wants to send you stuff. I said, yeah, dude. Whatever, man. And they did.
Yeah, which tells you about the time in history in BMX when he's having a backyard contest. Oh, all right, that's pretty much what's going on right now. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So Steve did the first contest. I was just basically hanging out because I destroyed myself pretty much at that point, just having fun. But I was blown away. Like, what was funny is since Steve's on a major road out from his house, you can't see because the camera's not pointing at it, but you really shouldn't be riding your bicycle in the middle of the road. The cars are flying up and down it.
Yeah,
We got everybody coming out. You have to come out, turn into the driveway, and go down. But everybody would sort of just twist to the side, and then they straighten out, and then they start to back up, and then we go across the street, and we start, and oh God, we're going, all right, go!
Yeah, my neighbors' driveways would be staging lanes for the riders, and when the cars were clear, you'd fly across the street into my yard, dip into the back, you know? Yeah, it got kind of out of control, man, for a little bit.
I remember coming to like, I think it was like one of the first couple of Jump for Joys, and he was hanging out here, but it was Taj Mahalik was here.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Here?
That was the last contest. That was the biggest one, man. That was the cream de la creme. When you have a backyard comp, man, and Taj Mahalik shows up.
That was, I guess that was like 97.
97, yeah.
That was the last time we had a Jump for Joy here.
Yeah, the end of 97. I got into a lot of trouble, man. Through the town, through the Board of Education.
Really?
Yeah, I got letters, cease and desist, all actions on school property because I never really owned the woods behind my house.
Yeah, because where the trails were is where that blown out development is now. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it used to be school property, man. Everybody grew up. Wisbeski's Woods, man. Wisbeski's Woods. A lot of action happened there. A lot of action. You know what I mean? Sorry, girls. Oh yeah, got into major trouble. Major trouble. Well, let's back up a second. Let's for the contest. Just like had several, man. More kids would come. More kids. Big time pros would come. Back then they weren't big time pros. They were little snot-nosed kids. Okay. Van Homan. Let's name drop. Van Homan, Garrett, Gethard, a little known kid with long hair named Brian Wisbeski. Okay. All the New York guys. All the Pennsylvania guys. Jim Delavale. You know, Little Man Garcia, guys that went out to find bike companies and start their own. So shit was getting really awesome, man. In BMX, people were just coming in my backyard for a jump box, man.
For a jump, just
a nice lip, always too short a deck, too short landings were never right. It took a lot of stuff to get it right, but they were coming for that, man.
I guess they were coming because it was like where everybody would. You had a event to get everybody to congregate together, and all the BMXers would come here.
Yep, the one thing in common, man, the bicycle riding.
I think one of the funnier things I remember was one of the contests, or it was either a contest or we were just hanging out and riding, and George was up, and I think he had just learned backflips.
Okay.
And he's doing backflips, and his head is missing the transition by this much when he's upside down.
Oh, yeah.
We're like sitting there, boom, he tries it, and Steve and I are like,
yeah. Oh.
He goes, how does that look? We're like, you need to go a little higher, dude.
Yeah, sketchy, scary, man.
So, and then it was like, I think like the next year he came back and he was getting his head like 4 feet above the box, and we were like, all right, that's much better. Not like Steve and I at that point, at least me was doing backflips, but people were like, how does that look? And we're like,
yeah, I was throwing
now, bro.
I started throwing them on the resi, man, a long time ago.
Yeah,
long time ago.
I left
got that under my hat for a couple years.
Steve and these guys are doing backflips in their 40s, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Well, Dennis does it, why can't I do it?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So we had so he started in '96. We had 2 years of that. Now, just name dropped a bunch of people that
up and coming guys, man. So we go to '97. The finals for that year are gonna be here. You know. I get in trouble. My sister calls the police, tells them I got trails on school property, just caused a whole bunch of. So make a long story short, after these letters from the attorneys, I talked to the superintendent of schools. We spent basically half hour bashing my sister and her dumb boyfriend, and he said I could have the contest anyway, knowingly I was going to have hundreds of kids killing themselves on school property. It was a good feeling, man. So that was when I had to leave my house. 250 people here, you know, beer, just kids going crazy. It's time to pack it up, bring it on the road, man. I got support from everybody, and now I can rent a skate park out.
Yeah, it was.
And that's when ASS opened up, you know?
Oh yeah, that's right, because I was at one of your contests at ASS, because you were like, I don't know what's up with Steve, but whenever I'm at a contest, he's like, you need to announce, dude.
Yeah,
you need to announce.
yeah.
I'm like, why am I announcing,
I
bro?
lose my voice real quick. I yell too much. I get too pumped, man.
So I remember that contest because there was some dude from Cali who was out here at that time. Big burly dude. I think the name Troy McBurry keeps coming to my head, but it's not.
No, the one contest, yeah, a couple. McKinney showed up.
Sean McKinney.
Sean McKinney. Byron Anderson. and a couple other people showed up with Ralph. They all stayed at Ralph's house. Ralph came down and brought them. That was, yeah, I remember the first ASS contest. Jump for Joy hits the road, man. You know, we go to a couple skate parks. Out of control at that one. I remember literally throwing Ralph into the flat line off a 6-foot ramp and attacking him because he was cursing, he was drunk, he was ghost riding his bike out of the freaking place into the parking lot, and these little parents were terrified with their kids. Oh my God, I love you, Ralph. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to beat you down, but come on now.
Yeah, that's why Hippie Steve does the UFC. That's why he's so bad.
Yeah, man.
We were around before all the guys who were in charge now were in charge, and we were trying to figure out how to sort of be in charge. So it was a learning experience for everybody. So Steve, I had the same problem when I would go to do my contest at the Ramp Park, and I would be like, "What the F is wrong with you, kid? It's driving me bananas." And it's sort of like, it sucks being in charge.
It does suck being in charge.
Because we want to be the guy who's jumping on the ramp and acting like a retard.
Oh, I know that. Man. Yeah.
We're not coming back here if you do that. So yeah, and I remember that contest. Now I'd forgotten that I was still around at that point. I was down there and totally sucking wind at that contest. But that was good. That was when they had the big half pipe.
The big half. ASS. Used to be a jump box only. Remember Jump for Joy? Jump box only, and then park.
Yep.
So all the dirt jumpers would come out, man, and the Labucas brothers, or something, man. Tim Labucas, he's got some fancy all the dirt jumpers, man. There's some good, man. And then where'd it go? It just went on, man. Flemington Fair.
Flemington, like 97 was that was the last year that I was around you guys at the ASS.
Yeah, you kind of skated off, man. You did what you had to do.
Yeah, I had to.
You couldn't lived any closer. You lived on my street. I didn't even
down
see
the
you,
street,
bastard.
man.
On my street. You lived on my road. You would call me and say, "Wow, guys riding."
So you guys ride?
Yeah, seen you riding today.
I lamed out for a few days.
It's alright. Hey, we all make mistakes, man. We all make mistakes.
So 97. Alright, I'm a bad boy.
97, okay, 97.
Let's move it on. Before Steve takes me out in the back, we have to shut the camera off. He takes me out in the back, pile drives me in the ground, goes, "That's for the friggin' 9 years we're gone."
You're gonna get it still. You'll get it. Maybe I'll just shoot you with the BB gun.
Right? Yeah. Wow, man.
We'll talk about the BB gun stories too. Okay, 97. Yeah. Then 97. I started going to contests too, meeting other people. You know, going to BS. I entered, man. I started competing, man. 1998. I was probably 32 years old. Stump Boy Street. Riding with the big guns, man, in the X Trials. Big X Trials.
X Trials.
That's stupid. Just beat that into the ground, man.
X Games.
Yeah, they took what we had and they killed it.
Totally. That was
They killed it, man.
So I remember watching it on TV a few times when I was away. I was like, I used to do that and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was weird. It became really weird, watching it. And I'm like, they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing this, and they're gonna lose they're gonna lose some credibility with this over time. And eventually they pared it down to the LA X Games every year, and that's this.
Yeah, handpicked, no more qualifying. It gave that man. In the beginning, it was good. The X Trials for 98 and 99. It gave the amateurs a chance to ride with the pros, to compete with everybody, and meet your idols. You know what I'm saying?
Just that's back in my kid here.
Talk about dreams come true, man. You want to meet idols. Now I'm idolizing Dave Volker, Pete Augustine, guys from our day, man, that I would only read about in magazines because I wasn't part. My BMX was different than yours, man. You knew these guys. You did freestyle. You were involved with General Bikes, man. You lived freestyle. I lived it in here, my little tiny world, my own freestyle world. You know what I mean? Just in the magazines. And I got to meet them guys. I got to hang out with Dave Volker. Got him drunk. He left his bike in my room for 2 days at a competition, man. When these guys are sleeping on your floor, man, Hippie's doing something right, man.
Everybody loves Hippie, man. Let's go hang and chill and party with Hippie.
Yeah, man, he knows what's going on. We've been doing it for a long time. that's when I was accepted, man. That's why BMX is the best thing. Professional sports, baseball players, you'll never play baseball with any of them guys. You'll never throw a football with
after
anybody.
the MLB, you're not gonna be sitting there.
Yeah, you're not gonna do.
40 back in my room, bro.
You know, I'm a nobody kid, man. I'm a nobody carpenter from New Jersey. I roll up to Dave Smith, Butcher, Joe Butcher Kowalski, Matt Gibson, you know, in a hotel room, and all of a sudden I'm sleeping on their floor. Okay, I'm staying in the rooms of pros, guys I idolize, man. Getting small with everybody. You know, happened. You know, happened, man, back then.
That's cool. I'm glad that happened, man, because like I said, those are the years I was going. I went through this, like, the same thing. Like, I traveled the country. I went to all the contests. You know, you go and the crazy stuff that would go on in hotels and everything else, where you're like, I lived through that.
Yeah, man. Crazy stories at the contest. You go out with f***ing McMurray, Volker. Butcher never had no money, so Gutierrez, R-Dog, and you go drinking with them guys. And back then, man, it was skateboarding, rollerblading, and bikes. So that means every pro of everybody was there partying. All the bars and places would have the best deals for the athletes. You come up with your little, you know, your X Game ID, free drinks, free food, and got destroyed. Oh my God. I don't even want to go in. So many people are implicated. So many cops beat on my door looking for people, man. McMurray beating up the prom king and queen, man. Just like shit. Oh. The best times. And all, you know, competing against guys that are half my age, literally. You know, half my age, man. Seth Kimbrough, Corey Martinez. I'm entered against them guys, man. You know? So that was good. I did good, man. 16th in the country, 1998. Point standings at the end of the year for Stump Boy Street. Had a whole, you know, I fucked myself a lot. And just, I don't know, man, respect. Like the old guy out there. You put on a show, man.
Yeah, I guess it gives guys, like, at that point in time, it was like, can you still do this? And there's Hippie Steve out there into his late 30s, keep going. It's like, I guess we can keep going because Steve can go out there and do it. It can be done. There's no precedent set. Like,
right away,
you're 45 to 50 right now, you're setting the precedent of how long can you ride a BMX bike. And that's what's being done right now. You know,
Yeah.
So Steve is out there doing it. The Stump Boy Street. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, if I entered Woodward, I was a day late because I don't know, man, I can't read a schedule. I would have made top 10, man. And to crack top 10 for points and enter in BS. Come on, man.
That's awesome. See,
Yeah,
Jersey
that's good.
represent.
In the house, man. Come on, y'all can do it. I don't want to hear there's nothing to do, man, and no place to ride. Do it, man. Build it.
So Steve went out and did the X Trials. He did that for a few years. At this time, he was still doing the Jump for Joy, but now he's moved from just being a backyard thing and like to hang out to skate parks. Now I have no idea what went on during these years. So after ASS, the next time when I came back, actually you called me a couple of times, and I think things were getting a little tight in my life, and
Yeah, it's starting to happen,
yeah, you were
man.
like,
You were coming
having a
around.
contest at Hackettstown. I was like, I'll try to make it, bro. I don't know if I can.
No,
make it.
remember Farm Funk was before Hackettstown.
Farm Funk, oh my God,
Right?
Farm Funk.
Oh my God.
That's when I had moved out. I was living there, and you were like, dude, we're gonna do this big. This is gonna be like Woodstock for BMX New Jersey. Like, let me show you this. And do you have any video of what you built there at that point?
I got pictures. I got pictures of the shit, man, that we put
He
together.
brought the box jump out, but then he put like the stuff you see nowadays.
This is before MTV, man.
You had
before all of that.
He had these huge set of doubles. He had the jump box with a trailer, like a trailer that was dropped off, and
A tractor trailer with dirt piled up to the top for a rolling. It went to four different lips, 4 different distances, man, with a jump box to the side, a landing that was 50 feet wide, 7 feet tall, double berms, a 6-pack that brought you back to the top, all of that, dude, like this. A couple phone calls, D6 dozer, 140 tons of dirt. I dumped so much time into this, man. 44 bands we had. Fucking, this is gonna be the biggest music thing. We're gonna make thousands, but stupid partners. It got shut down the last day. There was 300 cars in line to come in at 12 noon on a
Right, so
Friday.
it went all the way to the end, and you're getting ready to do it. So
Oh yeah, built stages, rented generators, portage on. Lost weeks of work. One shiesty fucker, man, I'm gonna kill if I ever see him. Yeah, crushed it. Had a half pipe, Horning's half pipe. We said that. Remember?
It was. I went back there at the beginning.
The only
and I was
pictures
like,
I got pictures of your truck, the old Bronco there, bud. The old Bronco
Really?
too, right in front of the half pipe. Yep, those are pictures. I'll dig them out.
I gotta see those. I got you were talking about that. That was. I went back there, I looked at all that stuff, and I was like, this is gonna be insane. I don't get it. That was like right around the corner, right?
Yeah, that's right down the road from here, man. DeMont Lane. You know.
I was like, this is gonna be crazy. I mean,
So,
that would have been like the next. At that point in time, would have been like the next evolution of what was going on.
Yeah, the
That's why
sports and music,
never-
man. It was a total contest, dirt jumping, vending, man. All my friends spent hundreds of dollars on food to sell. Fucker, man. But in retro, I lost in cash, I lost $4,500 of my own money. I sued him for $17,000, won a judgment, but he declared bankruptcy and moved to Spain. So I lost everything. So I don't think I lost as much as I would have if it happened, because we weren't ready for a couple thousand people.
Yeah,
you know what I
It would
mean?
have been like Woodstock.
Yeah,
it would have been like Woodstock. It would have been like, yeah, it's gonna be like,
Outta
get like
here,
300 or
man.
400 people. We'll hang out, maybe 500.
Yeah.
And then Steve would have been like, dude, yeah, Steve, yeah, what's up, man? There's cars that they're backed up on 287.
Yeah.
What was there, an accident or something? No. For the contest and the jam, they're backed up.
Yeah.
So it would have been like, oh, what are we
I got
doing?
interviewed on the radio, all the newspapers interviewed me, and oh god, the lady who owned the farm found out through the newspapers. She showed up in a limousine, man,
What do you guys
with
do?
like 4 cops, and just crushed it. Crushed. I was crying, my tools on. Last nail I hammered in for the last stage I built. Well, you live and learn, man. I bounced back, bigger and better, moving on, man. Get jump for joy going. You know, go from there. That's when I went to Flemington for the Flemington Fair to let me set the half pipe up and all that
You
shit.
did?
'Cause, yeah, we set up on the midway there in front of the fair for all week. We did shows with rollerbladers and bike riders.
Whose half pipe was that?
It was that was that quarter out there, George's. I still had it. He let me have it. So that thing's been up and down, man. Apart a million times. This thing's 22 years old and it's out there right now. You'll see it later. But yeah, Flemington was good. Let me have a band. I started having bands play. You know, local New Brunswick bands in front of the grandstands with a jump box. Kids fucking nuts at the county fair. The next one was probably at a Hunter County BMX track. You know, you started coming around again. You hooked me up with a guy up there that was running that. Brought the jump box up there.
Was that it wasn't Warnicky back then? It was some other guy.
No, Bill or Bob, something like that.
That guy. Because I remember that because you were like,
Brian, maybe.
trying to do the
Yeah,
stuff.
it's irrelevant though.
But you were like, can I use? I think it's a pretty funny story because you're like, can I use your trailer to get that? And my trailer was designed for a 7-foot wide quarter pipe, and it was like
Single axle.
single axle, little donut wheels like this. He's like, can I borrow that? I'm like, yes, dude, whatever, man. Do what you gotta do. I wasn't routing. I was off
Oh my god.
women at that point. And Steve's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, go ahead. And then I get the story later on. Dude, I'm going down 287, and the trail's like, whoosh, whoosh.
No, the pin broke, and the thing was, it was a dump trailer for a snowmobile. The pin came out, the thing did a wheelie down the road and sparked. But the fact that we loaded the jump box, which is 12 feet wide, okay, 12 feet wide, 4 feet tall, double layer half-inch, 3/4 transitions, a 10-foot by 10-foot 2x6 double layer deck, and then a landing which was 10 feet long, 2x6. This thing weighed, oh my god, tons. It took like 7 guys to lift each section of that bolted together. And I would take that thing all over, man. I could only tow it like 50 miles an hour, 48 miles an hour tops.
It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, you brought it down to Harding County BMX in beautiful Flemington, New Jersey.
Yeah.
You had a jump for joy at Harding County, which was now. How did that work there? Like, how were you allowed to do that? Because BMX racing is like they have all rules. They have this way of doing things.
Well, it's just it was through, you sort of got me in there, man. Once I met the guy that was running it, he says, yeah, you need a little spot, man, you know, just set the jump box. I look, yeah, put it in the dirt, Literally, it was in the dirt and rocks. It was, tucked away in the corner after the races. Just had a, dirt jumping contest. A lot of the BMXers like to jump.
Yep.
They never really hit a box or hitting dirt doubles and, whatever macadam they had there. So that worked out good, man.
How many guys do you think you had there?
3 classes of riders, probably 15 to 20 guys in each class, conservatively, in the beginning there. That was Hunterdon, and then Hackettstown opened up. A friend of mine from Southbound Brook started a skate shop, bought a little bit of Hackettstown, man, and said, let's go, man. Let's get this on. I see the kids, you had some all over. Let's set up contest there, man. Let's see if we can come together with. So that was a good one. That was they redid the whole place. They repainted. They had an MTV from Spain in there for some reason. It weren't good for America, but for Spain, called out all stops, man. Everybody, Chase the Heart, Van Home, and like all the big guns, Little Devil, like the who's who in BMX. All showed up to ride. A little known rider named Garrett Reynolds, some punky little kid down there with a pain in the ass dad. Rest in peace, Mr. Reynolds. You pushed him enough. That's all I could say. But I don't know, man. You started getting back into it then. That's when you started coming around.
What year was that you went to Hackett's for the first time? Because I didn't come back till
Had to be like 99, 2000, man. I don't know. They kind of get blurred after that. There were 16 of them, and 15 so far. So they kind of got blurred. I had one at Hackettstown. I waited for years. Had another one at Hackettstown. Waited for a couple years.
Really? I thought you were like banging them out. Like,
I wasn't banging them out no more, man. Wasn't banging them out. Just got into other shit, Well, started building more ramps in my yard. The new setup. After Farm Funk, I had to do something with all these ramps. I had these ramps. I had them in my yard, man, just on trailers. So I said, let me put it up, because that's one of my. We didn't ride really together, but we talked. You gave me some plan. You drew plans up.
Brett, dude, I want to build a quarter pipe in the yard, but the town's giving me a hard time, so I'm going to make it look like
a one-car garage.
Yeah, like, can you draw some plans up? I was like, yeah, I just learned how to do AutoCAD and stuff. I think I can do that. And he's like, cool, dude, cool, do it. So I go and I draw up this whole thing, and it shows like shingles and everything else, and I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. It was I called it a one-car garage with a curved wall, so the water runs off.
Yeah, because you don't want water just piling up.
Next to the house. So
yeah, a weird angle.
And he was drawing the scale. It passed. He said, "Come on, I know it's some kind of ramp." The building inspector, I know it's some kind of ramp. Here, gave me a permit, man. So that was it. I built it up nice, man. Took half of George Horning's, gave the other half to somebody. I don't know who took it, but put that that quarter, one half of the half pipe, cut it down. Wiced it up, built that.
This was Steve sort of learned a lesson from the whole going out in the street, riding across the street, going down and jumping. So he said, we're going to turn the box sideways.
So we stay on a sidewalk.
So we started, and then of course we'd be down across the other side of the street. On the other side, driving down the sidewalk, jump the box, then you hit the quarter so you could turn around easy and come back in.
Yup.
And, I remember that. I rode that a few times. That was cool. It's still there, obviously.
Yeah, but, just had to build around it, man. Had to work around it.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, that was a few years, man. Just partying, riding, going to contests. I got hurt. 99, I got hurt. I was big. Okay, now you remember. I can tell you what year. That was 99. That's when I broke my leg. I got into town. Yeah, I got into town. We did another car show. Now I was actually bringing some portable ramps, doing a show. Doing a show for the town. One day practicing for the car show, I broke my leg. There was like 80 kids here at a killer party, man. Broke my leg. That was the end.
When he broke it, or you fractured it?
No, broke it. Surgery, got screw.
The whole thing going on with what part of your leg?
Fibula and tibula. Fib and tib.
So that was
full break on the outside, spiral break, dislocation, split it up the middle, and dislocated. So.
You took care of business. You didn't want to really just go out there and sort of, sprain your ankle.
Yeah, it wasn't just a twist. It was bad. And I remember laying on the flat bottom in so much pain, seeing my buddy back his car up. And then the little Ford Escort, man, with the rattly exhaust. They're gonna load me in there.
We're taking you out,
to the
Steve.
hospital. I said, dude, call an ambulance. I didn't have no insurance. I said, you can't load me in there. I'm gonna die. So that's when we called the cops. The ambulance came, took me there. You know.
Cop rolls up, goes, you finally did it, didn't you, Steve?
Yup. It was cool though, because to say something good about BMXers and my friends, man. I had 80 kids in my house. I went to go get surgery. They took care of my dogs. Nothing got stolen. All my porno was put back. All these little bastards. You know, everything was taken care of, man. You know, they cleaned up. You know, they put on a show next day. I went and got surgery, got out at about noon. 11 in the morning, I got out of the hospital from surgery. And I hopped right on my still up, man. Figured I could just ride up there. Not thinking that all the would wear off in a few hours. And I'm sitting there, my leg down, denouncing, clapping. I came home, man, that thing swelled up so bad I cried. I called the doctor. God, I never felt so much pain. Never. I should have just relaxed, but no, I was riding my voice fresh. Yeah. So that was that, man. That was that.
I remember that. I think that was that the first year you had George with his jump box down there?
It was
I remember you being busted up. I thought you like busted yourself like a few weeks before that. I didn't realize that was like...
It was 12 hours ago. You know? That was shady, man. I was in the hospital for about 14 hours and it cost me, I don't know, $7,500.
That's actually not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but still froze. No sheet. I was on sheets. I was freezing. Some X-ray guy doing coke. X-ray. I'll be right with you, man. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no lights on in here. This is creepy, man. Freezing to death.
I busted the bone, and
Yeah.
it's freaky. You're in there and everything's dark, and you're there like, this is gonna hurt a little bit or that, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Good thing for hospital. I got insurance now, which is good.
Should have insurance. Hopefully we'll all have insurance.
In yet.
It didn't really work for me though.
Insurance, even insurance is a sketchy thing, as we all know. If you ever get hurt on your bike, you didn't get hurt on the bike.
No. Okay, where's that? 99?
99. So we broke Steve off because he was getting too big. So we had to take him down a notch. So he decided to break himself off to take
get some sympathy, man. Rough couple years, man.
So then he had the show over there in Southbound Brook. You're now broken off. So when you break a break like that isn't like twisting your ankle. That's probably a good 2 or 3 months that you're not going to be able to ride. Then when you get back to riding, you're still not going to be the same.
Yeah, no, that injury lasted for 2 years. It hurt. When you break a bone when you're a kid, no problem. You break a bone when you're 35 years old, you know, it's a little different, man.
It's a little more fun.
Yeah.
It's a little more exciting. A little more drama to the life.
So
like 2001 or so.
Yeah, 2001, getting back into it, going to some contests, competing a little bit, meeting more people, partying hard, taking kids, man. You know, renting cars, driving kids contests, keeping the sport going, man. Constantly street riding, working on the yard, in and out of jobs with the union, get laid off, you know, money up and down, financial up and down, like everybody, man, you know. After my dad died, I had to buy a house, you know, I had to juggle BMXing and being a homeowner and working and, you know, life.
There's a lot of responsibilities that come along as you get older. You go from just being able to ride all the time, and then the next thing you know, you want to ride, but you got to go to work to make money to pay your mortgage, and you got to fix your car, and then you're like doing this, and the next thing you know, you're riding less and less, and you have less time to do stuff, but you still want to support what you're into and what you're doing. You know?
Just still trying to hit it hard though, man, you know? Yard gets in a little disarray over the years, ramps get rotted, like that happens, you know? People complain, too many kids riding around in the street, a lot of people riding my ramps when I'm not home, stuff like that. Town starts to get a little itchy, you know? A couple summonses come in the mail. I said, all right, how am I gonna answer to these things? Okay, take the ramps down. Really?
That's
How about
not the
no?
correct answer.
How about no? Straight up, walked right into the building inspector's office with the summons. How about no? How about, here's what I do, Bill. Here's what I'll do for you. First I said, when there's 15 kids riding in bicycles in your house and they're not yours, it's not my problem. It's a town's problem. Okay? So don't be telling me that there's a problem in front of my house with kids, town kids riding their bikes. I'll go, here's what we'll do. Thinking about like this. 1 second, flip the summons over, draw a fence around my yard. Alright? See all of this, Bill? A fence. I'll turn some ramps sideways, whatever I gotta do, I'll put in the fence up. Okay.
Yeah, we should go back and say like all the time we were doing all the stuff at Steve's house, it was just wide open.
Yeah, wide open.
Sitting out there
Just
in
people
front
would
of his
crash their cars. The first ramp I painted like a house. The first big quarter. Remember it had the red door on it,
Yeah, I got
had
pictures.
shutters, windows, flower boxes, siding, gutters. So people would ride by and just think you're riding up like a garage, man. It looked so good. So good, man, going by, man. That was funny. That was good, man. So yeah, after that, man, added stuff, started building more, the big wall ride and but still feeling some opposition from the town, man, you know? They didn't give me the love I needed back then, so.
Obviously, the town's not loving Steve because Steve's not barring the, I'm sure, small amount of property taxes that Mr. Wisbeski pays.
Oh, exuberant.
Exuberant amount. He's not bringing in the-
$6,300 a year are my taxes.
Holy cow, man. $6,300 a year.
$6,300 I pay. Southbound Brook. Yeah, it's the most expensive in New Jersey, Somerset County. It's the most expensive per 200,000. Now listen, I went from no bills, living with my parents, who both were elderly and sick. I took care of them.
Yeah.
I don't condone staying at home. Kids, get out there, get a job. But yes, I took care of my parents. So I went from zero responsibilities to all of them in one year. 96, boom. Gotta get a mortgage. I gotta get this, that. Whoa, man. So that was kind of hard to swallow for a minute, man. But I did it, man. I did it. I hustled, I worked, I roofed, I did whatever I had to do, man.
I think it goes to the veracity of being like a BMX rider, is that when something presents itself to us, but we're like, I don't know how to take care of this problem, we don't like sort of give up, we go, oh, alright, I really don't know what I'm doing here, I'll just take care of this.
Well, listen, there's never problems, there's only answers, there's only solutions. Whatever situation you're in, 1,000 people were in that situation, okay? And there's probably 1,000 different outcomes, but they're all different.
Yeah.
You get to choose what you want to do, man. You know what I mean? You really gotta stick it, man.
Yes, there's a lot of options that Steve could have taken at that point in time. He could have just bailed on everything, given it up.
Sold the house, my share, just moved, got an apartment, whatever. Had a family, you know.
But a family's too small, it's like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 kids.
Yeah.
Steve has like 350.
Yeah, don't like taking care of a dozen kids a day.
Yeah, you know, it's like you gotta have the older relatives like Sinisi and all those guys, and the younger kids that come around, and that's BMX. So when you're doing this, all those guys know each other. It's like immediately, it's like that's how it is. You ride down the street, and you see somebody on a BMX bike, you're like, oh, I know this dude. Although you don't know him, but you ride the BMX bike. Right?
Yeah,
it's good
you
enough.
can only invent 5 words, man. You know, how many T-Sprocket you got? Are they profile cranks? You know what I mean? That's
Knockoffs, dude. I don't know about this.
Come on. Okay, so where we going now? We're going to the yard, you know, getting summonses. Came over. I said, do I need anything to?
I remember those phone calls. I remember getting phone calls. They're like, dude, the town's asking me, and I went down there and I told him this and I told him that, and I was like, all right, cool, man.
Okay, so put up a fence. Got the child development workforce over here.
Really?
Yeah, we dug 11 holes, set up the whole fence one day, poured 11 footings. You know, got that done. And then that was 2 summers ago. And slowly started to put the yard back together, man. Started to build the ramps again. You know, working, union was good, man. Banging, bucks coming in, money's tight. You know, money's going good, flowing. Buying. Starting to come together, man. You know, fast forward to 2009. Jump for joy, man. Let's have a contest. Haven't had one in years, you know. Been probably five years since I had a contest. Let's throw one, man. Hackettstown, haven't been ridden there. You know, I was hurt at the time, still hurt, been off my bike, you know. As of this interview, 14 months I haven't ridden.
Yeah, you had the whole knee.
Yeah, had some knee surgery, all that But, yeah, let's have a contest, man. Let's throw one. Got everybody together, check the place out, man. Built a ton of new shit. Good, you know, love the place. Always loved Hackettstown, man, you know.
Hackettstown is Hackettstown's changed. Well, a lot of Hackettstown's changed over the years, except of course for the monster
battleship.
battleship that's back there.
Signature battleship, we like to call that.
Gotta have that thing there. But everything else has changed so much over the years. The jump boxes and the mini ramp and everything else.
Oh yeah, tech, high speed, just a good place, man. You know, there's a lot of attitude in South Jersey at the Incline Club, all the big pros and all the big there. I really don't. I have nothing bad to say about anybody down here, but it's just that's an overwhelming atmosphere. Yeah, it's little dude wars. And I can't hook myself like that. I like to roll around, man.
We see him trying to do his contest. You know, a lot of the big name guys do come out to his contest, but he's still trying to get. The majority of people are the new guys that just want to see it. What is it like to compete in a freestyle contest? And Hackettstown takes care of that. But then, of course, you go to Hackettstown once, twice, and 3 times, and then it's like, all right, we're gonna do another contest, and Hackettstown's doing their own contest, and it's like, all right, there's another contest at, wait, let me guess, Hackettstown. So then, as much as we like going there and stuff, it's like, all right, this is getting played out.
Yeah.
So Steve's like thinking like, what do we do? Steve's jumped for joy.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with Jump for Joy, man? As all this is going on, all I'm doing is building. I'm coming up with ideas, man. The building inspector, I asked him if I needed permits for building a new shit. He said, and I quote, I don't want to know what goes on behind that fence. Made him say it twice with the curse word. We shook hands twice. I said, thanks, man. Thanks, Bill. You're in for a surprise, boy. You wait till you see what I got cooking here.
An interesting Memorial Day in South New Jersey.
So, you know, paid homage to Hackettstown. You know, it was a great place. Everybody still misses. You know, a lot of new kids that are blowing me away. Kids that are just killing it, man. Front flipping, Andre Postal front flipping off of man. 2-foot high things. He could probably do a flat ground front flip. I'm almost guaranteed soon. Ben Hiddle, all the kids from South Jersey coming up, man. Just ripping the place apart, man. Villani, Feedy, you know. Just a good vibe, man. Good time. A lot of prizes. A lot of people just hucking it. Starting to play some music, get some bands involved.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. We're gonna have the AM thing at is it Saturday night?
Yeah, Saturday's gonna be an AM jam, and this one coming up Sunday will be a pro-only invite, man. I'm at a point where I can invite people and be, you know, have people that want to come here. It sounds cocky, but it's kind of a good thing, man. Be able to just pick and choose who want to come to your house and ride, man.
It's
you know, I ain't into people who deserve to ride here will ride here. People that don't deserve it, I have no problem with telling you to get out of here, you know. I've been way too long, doing it way too long by myself, that people want to jump on the train now. That's all. Don't take that the wrong way, anybody, please. You guys gotta know
put the time in, man. And you gotta make sure that you're into it, you know, just some deep.
Oh yeah, loyalty. I didn't want to say that word, but I'm gonna. There's gotta be a loyalty to me, man, because when people hang out with me, you are guaranteed the time of your life.
Yeah, I'll have to say about Steve, man, like, I guess I was fully out of the scene from like 99 to 2005, where I wasn't really talking to anybody, and when I came back, I called up on my buddy, I called Steve, I'm like, I'm gonna call Steve, tell him I'm gonna be back around. I'm like, yo, dude, he's like, Brett, dude, what's going on? Like, I'm coming back in, man, and I'm starting this website, I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, Steve's gonna blast me. He's gonna be like, man, why did you leave the sport? You suck. You're good.
Yeah.
Bro, it's cool, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Had something funny to say about women, and then he's like, all right, bro, have to jump for joy here. Come on out and cover it. It's all good, and I'll see you out there. And I was like, all right, cool, man. These guys don't want to kill me.
I never, man.
So it was you know, it's
That whole thing, I told you, it's just, you get tied up in that shit, man, you know? You get tied up, nobody sees it, your friends see it, you know, I was blinded with it a little bit, you know?
Yeah, you
Now
just,
it's all, I can see clear, man.
Yep, you just go out there and it's something that you want to do, you gotta go out there and do it. And so I guess with all of us, BMX is something that we just can't stay away from. I mean, I tried mountain biking and stuff too, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
lay way down, but I'm just like, this is it.
Yeah.
I like my bike, my BMX.
92, 93, I went to Moab twice. I mountain bike Moab, the Mecca of mountain biking, with no helmet, on a bike 5 sizes too big for me. Kids would kill to go out to Moab once. I went out there twice and shit, man. Just ain't it the same, man. I had to go to Utah to get excited, you know. I could just, on my BMX, I just ride a curve, I get excited.
Jumping off a curb, you're like,
Yeah, I can get killed in my backyard. I don't have to go to California. That's the best part, man, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, so where we're going? We're going, I guess we're stepping up to talk about the next one coming up. Jump for Joy's coming back home, man.
Coming back to Edgewood Terrace.
Coming back, yup, Edgewood Terrace. Oh, Southbound Brook, man.
SBB in the house.
In the house. Which has got me excited, man. Really pumped, man.
You got permission to put all the ramps and stuff in the back. Is there anything we're doing about? There's going to be a lot of people here.
Yeah, there's gonna be.
Are we gonna try to get the road? Are we gonna do a block party?
The road might be closed. It might not. You know, I was gonna try to do some. I strategically picked the date, Memorial Day weekend. We're supposed to get a big bicycle race in our town.
Really?
You know, yeah. Got a branch off of the tour. Somerville was gonna make a stop here. The 3 days prior to the tours, called the Criterium.
Yep.
So they wanted me. Southbound Brook was gonna host it. One leg of it, which is going to be 400 professional 10-speed racers right here, literally 100 yards from my house at the school, right over there. And the roads will be closed down for that. I was going to do a show with Freestyle, Jason Rodriguez. You know, I got the chance to solicit money from the townspeople to pay for the jump box show. You know, which is awesome because now the town's working with me. They see what I'm trying to do here, man. You know. So I picked that day, knowing the road might be closed because the race is coming right down the street here. If I can't get the road closed, it's no big deal. We'll keep everybody in the yard, man. You know.
I think over the years though, since this is like 15, 16 years, like it's getting to the point now where the towns are looking at what Steve does and stuff. Is like, you know, this is not like this underground. This shouldn't be done. It's like more of a positive thing because. Over the years, when we were kids, when we were young, we would just go out and ride our bikes and do everything, and we were like pretty much in shape and never had any problems. Kids today, they don't have that. It's like, what are you doing with the kids?
Yeah.
You know, not everybody wants to go and have their parents hover over top of them with baseball, football, basketball.
Yeah, and then even the video games and the people being indoors and all that shit, you know?
And this is something that I'm telling you, we tell everybody, like, once you try doing this, just jumping over a little dirt jump or whatever, you're like hooked. It's fun.
Yeah, man.
So hopefully this will blow things up. And
It's the first thing you do, man. The first thing you learn how to do is ride a fucking bicycle. That's it. Before you play basketball, any sport, you learn how to ride a bike.
Yep.
I always said that, man, and you never have to stop, man. Never have to stop.
Obviously, since we've been doing it for like...
How am I doing? Christine, am I doing okay?
Doing awesome.
All right, cool. I'm not nervous.
Nervous, honestly, yeah. You should have seen me the first time I started doing this. I was like,
Yeah. We're all buddies, man. It's just like talking, man.
Chilling.
Just like talking.
So let's say, let's hear at least a couple of good Steve stories that won't get anybody incriminated in jail or put as part of a lawsuit. At least one or two. There's something funny, something goofy.
Pick a subject. I have so many stories, man.
Let's say,
you know that. It can be any kind of subject, man. I'll tell you something. Something to say.
Let's see. Let's say,
There was the BB gun, right? Wasn't there a BB gun story?
Oh, the BB gun? Oh, that's... Everybody gets the BB gun. All my riders, they ride on my ramps. They're all little kids. For some reason, I have the urge to shoot them with my BB gun. Okay? I have 4 windows on that side of the house. I have jump off. I mean, I could hit them anywhere. And I only put 2 pumps in it. I don't try to blast them hard. I know, you know, I shoot for their legs.
shoot for the legs.
It's just so funny. I've shot so many kids that if they see a window come down, they run. If they hear a ch-ch of the gun, sometimes I'll click it in the window, send them running. Or they don't know it at all. They're out there, they're sitting there. All of a sudden, you hear that. Ow! He's got the gun! And I'm talking like rats when you turn the light on. They dropped everything. They dropped everything. They hide, they run under the ramps, man. They run down the road. Oh, except for some people who, I usually don't shoot the same person twice. So a lot of kids don't even stop. It's weird. The kids that don't know what's going on, they run for cover, but the other kids just sit there like
Whatever, it's all good.
Yeah. And it's, you know, it's just something I do, man. I don't know. It's out of boredom. It's fun. You know, it's not, I don't try to kill them. I always shoot at their legs. I'm being very safe. Nobody's gonna get their eyes shot out, at least. I hope not. But yeah, that's what I do. And nobody's exempt. I don't care how big you are, who you are. You know, you get shot twice if you don't like it the first time, or if I miss you.
I got shot at Hippie Steve's.
Yeah, that'll be a t-shirt. And what I've been doing lately is videotaping it from in the house. Like now I'm not even going to the window. I got a little hole in my screen that I could actually line up with the kitchen table from the kitchen. So I shoot through my kitchen, through my bathroom, and I take kids out, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. Adrenaline rush. Like a sniper.
Where are you going? Ooh, it's BMX season.
Yep. I'll be hanging out with friends and they'll just see me get all quiet and turn the lights down, man. Get the gun. What are you doing with the gun, man? Ow! Ow! Yeah. It barely breaks the skin, man. I wash the BBs in alcohol before I shoot them. Okay, that's that. That's a cool story. Anything else? What else you want to know? Mud bogging, trucks,
Let's talk about the
man.
mud bogging, man, because that.
Okay, oh yeah.
I guess I could go back when I was a kid. Like I would look at BMX action, I'd open it up, and there would be RL and those guys. What would they have? They have big lifted 4x4 trucks, and I was like, I need to have one of those when I'm older. Yeah. And at one point, I had a smaller version of like the psychotic thing that you have.
Yeah.
So now you have the ability to go out and do that, and you actually you kick some ass at it.
Yeah, I got a champion. What do we call it? Championship mud bogger, man. 4 out of the last 5 races I won in a 40-inch tire class, going against guys with 700 horsepower big blocks on race fuel. You know what I mean? And I go out there with my little Bronco, Tony File powered Bronco, that is, WW prepped Bronco. And just destroy them, man. I got the right gears, the right amount of booze, the right heavy foot, just the right gears. And like I said, man, I bring home the bacon. I bring home money. I bring home trophies. Yeah, well, I've been hurt for 14 months. I haven't ridden. Yeah, it's getting old, but during that, you had to. If you can't fight, I train mixed martial arts. I haven't been able to train or fight. I haven't been able to ride my bike. 2 of the things I love the most in life. You know, couldn't do that, so I'm gonna go race my truck a little bit, man. Do a little work on that. So I got to a point where, yeah, I'm kicking ass, man. Kicking ass, taking names. I got a bullseye. I'm returning champ this year, April 25th, down in New Egypt.
New Egypt.
New Egypt Speedway. You know, if this airs, come on down there. Check out the bikes, Bronco, killing it, man. Yeah, and that's it, man. Just loving it. No top, no doors, all winter long. Drive it all the time, man. Roughing it out there, man.
You take it out in the back down by the Raritan and stuff. You do.
Yeah, driving through the river. I go up to the elementary school up the road behind there. There's trails still from when I was a kid. Burying it, steal all our firewood, do whatever, man. Get the thing stuck. Have a good time, man.
You're not having fun until you get stuck.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. We're stuck, bro. Get the shovels out.
Haven't been stuck yet, though. Knock on wood. Not yet. I want to get stuck. Anybody got a good truck that can follow me back there? Come on,
Is
man.
that a winch?
Yeah.
Have to have one of them.
Yeah, no winch. Not on this one. Too much weight for the racing, you know? You want to run it light. It's hard to get it stuck, though. I've been in mud over my waist, sitting in it, up to my waist. And, she'll go.
Crazy.
Yeah, so little mud bogging, little like that, man.
What about the mixed martial arts? I remember Steve was a real quiet guy. First time I ever met Steve, I was like, I'm not gonna say too much to this dude because it looks like he'd probably kill me. But Steve was a real mellow, really quiet dude. And then I came back and he's like, I'm doing mixed martial arts, man. I was just apologizing to the dude today, and then we were partying. This one dude said you want to go, and I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Took care of business.
Trunk's getting cocky. Yeah, no, I always was into challenging myself, man. I wrestled in high school, you know, did really good. I wrestled after high school. I was 21 years old going into the wrestling room with the f***ing kids, man. Wrestling with them, you know, all jacked, working. And then they took me on a scrimmage to another school where 4 schools wrestled. I got on a bus. I was 21 years old. I had a Boundbrook High shirt on, man. I went out and wrestled kids. They were like, who the who's this dude, man? You know? I said, yeah, I just transferred to Boundbrook. The kids were in their pants, man. So that's my competitive side, my physical side, you know, working hard, you know, staying strong, you know, staying tight. Got into local school, heard about this guy, you know. Went in there with my best friend. He was into martial arts, you know, little kung fu, you know, karate stuff. So we decided to go take a class. Instantly got hooked. I never cared about fighting, never fought anybody, nobody ever beat me up. Never had a care in the world about it. But once I found out how physical it was and how, you know, individual and personal, and it's all you, man. Oh, just got hooked. Trained for years, man. 3-4 days a week, just honing my skills, man. Knocking. Jiu-jitsu, submissions, just being that, you know. Just a good time, man. Meeting cops, state troopers, Secret Service agents, fighting with them, beating them up, getting beat up by them. Like, you know what I mean? At the door, everything is checked at the door, no matter what your background is.
Yeah,
no matter what. You know, been in there blazed out of my head, fighting cops, tapping out police officers, and they're just like, dude, how do you do it? I'm like, that's because that's what it is. That's how I do it. You know, focused 100%. Just stamina. Breathe through your nose, relax, choke, grabs. Just, you know, a game of chess, man. It lasts for a while, man. Good shit. But then getting hurt, like I said, can't fight, can't do nothing, you know. Gotta start building, you know, keep the BMX going somehow. One way or another, keep it going, man.
Yeah, even if you're not riding, you're still like your heart's in it. You want to.
Yeah, I know a lot of people know I'm an avid fisherman, man. I fish, I got a boat.
I would come over to the house, I'm like, dude, you been working the ramps? I'm like, yeah, dude. Bro, I'm going fishing.
Yeah, tides, man. Stripers are coming. Drop everything, man. Let's go. Yeah, love fishing, man. Love angling. What a contrast from BMX and craziest to just nothing. Calm water. Bubble, boom! Oh yeah, nothing like it in the world, man. Go all over the place fishing, different states, man, camping. Outdoorsy, man.
How about let's talk about I guess tattoos. You got a few tattoos. Is that where you came and you're like, bro, check this out.
Yeah.
You have Hoffman or something on you. When you first started getting back into it, you had like this huge thing going on. I was like, oh, I've never had any tattoos.
Yeah, got into that, man. Met a kid, opened up a shop in Boundbrook, you know. Wanted to get a tattoo, my first one, so I got a big piece on my chest. Matt Hoffman, when he was 15-year-old, doing a 1-footed invert, touching his shoulder on a vert ramp. I just turned that into a skeleton, man, and just said that is just like, what a feeling, man. What a dragging that foot behind, just being inverted, you know, 10, 12 feet out on a quarter pipe, man. Got that tattoo, and then got a bug, man. Just started getting a bunch, meeting more people.
So you got anything that's like means like this one special thing, or you got any big ones at the?
Yeah, I got a couple, man. I got a couple that mean a lot, man. You know, you got the poor boy tricycle on my leg, which is BMX forever, man. You know.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, yeah, I'll show you guys some.
Start stripping.
Start stripping.
I don't know if you can see it. I'll turn this way.
Whoa. Steve's ass.
Yep.
Ladies.
Okay, that's a tribute, man, to the love of bicycles. And then my next love is fighting. I got this one back here. It says BG, Barry Griefer, fighter for life. This is my sensei who trains me. He's 60, he's in his mid to late 60s. He has brain cancer and he fights, man. He fought for his life, you know what I mean? And I can't say enough about you, Barry. You know, been an inspiration to me, man. Anybody has an excuse, I don't feel good, I can't train, this guy's got cancer, he falls out of bed, he has headaches so bad, dude. And he still trains, he's got my heart. Just a sleeve, you know, half a sleeve, got my little dog up there, little Brody, Tibetan wheel of joy and pleasure, my favorite fishing lure, my tiny torpedo, stuff like that. You know, little man, my friend owns a couple places, and then just recently I got some, I started getting some here. You know, I've been working on that for a little while. Just little stuff. Don't want to
Little
show
stuff. Just
Yeah,
little
that's-
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Small
just
stuff,
like,
not
okay,
really big
show
deal.
too much, but you know,
okay.
whatever. That hurt. Lunchtime. 80 hours probably. Sorry about that, everybody. I hope I did it nice. I'm probably gonna wait too. I'm all fat. I haven't trained for a while, so I'll be back in shape.
So you'll be riding at the Jump for Joe, you doing a couple of jumps, or
To tell you the truth, I doubt it. I will have so much on my plate with organizing people. Let's talk about it. Jump for Joy. This is a whole new deal, man.
This is I have a whole video I took before I came out. We're gonna be showing that, talking about it.
Yeah.
What he's got going on right now. I mean, it'll be more even before we get to the contest, but the whole yard is gonna become a ramp, which it is almost right now. A lot sicker than it used to be.
Yeah, no more just, you know, jump box, wall ride, all that. Nah, got dialed, man. I'm smiling, okay? I can't believe how nice it came out.
We grew up looking at pictures in BMX action of like Pipeline and Upland and like these skate parks where you ride. It's like a constant transition.
Flow, man, flow.
So you have this whole thing going on here now in your own house. You're you got all your groms out there busting out for you.
Yeah, a bunch of kids, man, that work for me. They come here, they know the privileges of riding, you know? They know what they gotta do, they take care of the place. It's a good thing, man, good thing.
So who do you got helping out at the contest this time?
Oh, just all my new friends, man. All the new up and coming local kids. We're gonna have a good friend of mine, Tado, is gonna be head of security. You know, it sounds messed up, head of security, but when you have like 300 to 400 people in your backyard with bikes, booze, and bands, it's gonna get out of hand. So I handpicked a bunch of friends that are gonna be running the place. You know, a couple police officers will be here, partying. You know, making sure people don't leave here all drunk. I always wanted to use this motto for a party, and it's gonna be, you can't leave till you can't leave. Alright? Plenty of room out there. I'll have blankets, the Salvation Army will come by with blankets for you guys. Tents, whatever you need, man. We'll cover you up. Everybody go to sleep. At one time, we'll put a tarp all over everybody. Good night. No farting. Right, we'll tarp everybody out there.
We'll tarp them up and then we'll put a tarp down. Nobody moves.
Yeah, I mean, just the local kids. I'll thank everybody at the end, man, like who's been a part, you know, of helping me, man. You can't do it by yourself, but you could do it by yourself, because I do it by myself every day, man.
A lot of time.
You know what I mean? Just because kids can't come over to help doesn't mean I'm not out there building. You know, building never stops. Fucking hair in my eyes, okay.
Hair, it's because you're a hippie, man. You got that long. Dude, I remember when I first met hippie. That's hair. You got no hair now. You had the hair like the hair was the hair, man.
Yeah.
Then you cut it all off, and like I remember.
Sometimes it gets cut off for reasons that you don't want to get cut off for, you know. Like when I went from the real long hair, that was cut off because I got chased on my motorcycle by the cops, like through my whole town. You know, three different towns showed up. There was a total of 4 cops behind me at one point, and I had to ditch my bike fast and strip my clothes off as they were skidding around my house looking for me, and literally cut off all my hair in front of my father while he's watching Matlock.
What are you doing?
And he's going, I mean, all over my house, man. And he's like, are they here for you? I'm like, yup. He goes, I'll tell him you're sleeping. I said, Pops, this ain't sleeping. I go, this ain't sleeping. They whipped me out of bed. I said, you tell them I'm not here. If they come to the house, because they don't know. They didn't see me duck into the yard at 120 miles an hour down Elizabeth Avenue. You know?
With the cross rocket you were riding? Is that
that was the 900, man. Oh, that was terrible. All because somebody pissed me off. They cut me off on the road, so I took it out on on the throttle, and one thing led to another, man. It got crazy, scary, hairy, man. But cooler heads will prevail. I ditched them, nice. Never had a problem. I just had bangs down below my chin and a bald spot in the back of my head. Right? I say that hair is a big Ziploc. It saves it all. But okay, where do we get off from there? Okay, get back to the subject here.
Well, we're talking about this year, man.
Oh, this contest is coming back. The contest is coming home.
So when was the last time there was a contest at your house? Was 1997?
1997, yep. Too many people here, jump box only, some dirt trails. Big though, big. Dude, Taj Mahalik showed up. I seen him walking his bike. I said, who's he with, man? Ice Money? No, Mel Cody. Mel Cody. I called Mel Cody Ice Money. He wanted to kill me.
That'll get you some hurt now.
Yeah, wanted to kill me, man. But yeah, new one. This one, I can't be any more pumped. I got music. I got 4 bands playing. We got a local band, Decrepit Youth, which is a local guy from Southbound Brook, Eric Schroeder and his band. He played with Big Thomas and Inspector 7 and all these punk ska bands from New Brunswick. We got the Beef Injectors are playing, which is my friend Brian. He's a Secret Service agent. Awesome dude, man. He plays in a punk band. I just built a studio for him. Awesome guy, man. Ooh, man. He's my boy. You know, we're like oil and water, man. And then, let me see, the Almighty Terribles are playing. That's Dave Cahill and the guys from down Frenchtown, man. Real good band. And then headline is going to be the one and only Chainsaw Trio, man. My niggas, wow! They're gonna rip it. Blues, punk, just a good feeling, man. Good music, man. Good music, man. That's all going to be outside, man. All in the yard. All confined in the compound, man. All locked down.
In lockdown.
Yeah, gonna have big deal. Friday will be set up. That Saturday, the 29th, will be Am Jam, man. Okay, limited to 60 riders, because I don't want 100,000 kids riding, but I want 100,000 kids here having a good time, you know. So, cut off limit, pre-registration, come out, ride, food. I can't serve beer to people. Excuse me, so you can bring your own.
BYOB.
Yeah, BYOB, man. Best trick contests all night, cash prizes for stuff, fastest line, best line. I mean, everybody hooking me up. Instead of having a comp, giving out prizes, everybody's gonna get prizes just for showing up, man. So be careful, wear your helmets, because you never know you're gonna get hit in the head with a prize, handlebars or something, or I'll launch a stem at you, man. I don't give a crap.
Instead of firing BBs, he's gonna be firing stems.
I don't care.
Mallets and stems and whatnot.
Care less than that, all I use. No, you know I'm not like that. I love everybody. Why do you think I'm doing? Why am I putting it all on the line, man? You know what I'm saying? Why?
How many people are gonna have a huge contest in your yard? That's just a huge.
Yeah. I got some good people coming here. Like people locked in. Garrett Burns locked in, man. Show up. Gonna come and help, man. One of the legends. Crandall supposed to come up. He's on the fence, but he said he's got 1 foot tall letters on a 3 foot calendar. It says "Jump for Joy," man. So we get him up here. Those are about the only 2 people I really care about, man. You know. Everybody else will come. ECD's in the house. All the Animal Bike guys will be here. H-Town, A-Town, B-Town, D-Town, all the letters of the alphabet towns. I don't know, man. Should be good. If nobody shows up, I can care less.
It'll be
like, for real, I can care less. If not one person shows up for this. Because I don't do it, I kind of do it for myself, man. But I want to do it for other people. There's nothing like, I don't know. I find it very satisfying to be able to do something, build something, throw something together, hook people up, be the middle, be the link of happiness and someone's smile. I'd like to make somebody smile. I don't care how I have to do it, man. You know?
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely something I noticed over the years. You know, he pulled a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
Doing what he was doing. I mean, for these contests.
I'm very unselfish. People say I'm selfish. Some of these girls, man, when I say I'm selfish, you better back up, man. We ain't talking about that. So that's good. Yeah. Working at Pig Roast, it just goes on, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big.
The pro only comp on Sunday. sit back and watch the pros destroy the place.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna
Everybody will be hungover, partied out, drinking mimosas.
Pros will be like, oh my God, there's a jam today.
Yeah. Wake up. But yeah, Jump for Joy 16, man, coming home. Coming home. I couldn't be any more happier, couldn't be any more scared. I got butterflies in my stomach, you know?
It's gonna be definitely a good time. Definitely gonna be cool to see. I didn't realize like the last one here was the last time I was here with you guys. Like I didn't realize.
Dude, it's been a while, man. It's been a minute, Brett.
I thought you had like a few more, and then we went to ASS, and then you went to Hackettstown, and we're doing a bunch. I didn't realize like that last contest when I was here, because I left after that contest, and then I went home, and that was when I went off and did my thing. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize like that was it. Like that was the end. That's pretty weird, actually, for me. Like, they're like, all right, after I left, and then there was no
That
more
was it, yeah.
Steve's Jump for Joy.
We got crushed out over here, man. Which is for the better, because it, you know, it led to other places. I wouldn't have met half of the people. If I had, you know, talking about meeting people, I dragged that jump box from here to Marshalls Creek, Pennsylvania, and I met.
I remember that. I remember you telling me about
world famous artist Frank Frazetta.
You met Frazetta?
Met him. We set the jump box up in his house,
No way.
in his yard.
I think that's awesome.
Okay, Frank Frazetta, famous. Google him.
If you know who Frank Frazetta is, just turn this video off.
Yeah,
He
he was the creator of Conan the Barbarian. He drew Conan, it was his character. All those muscular, like, fighting gladiators, riding polar bears, the fantasy.
What led to that? What led to the box going up to...
Jim Delaville, Pocono Gateway Bikes. Bill Frazetta, which is Frank's son, owned a novelty shop, costume magic shop in the Poconos. And Delaville was, owned a business. They were in the Better Business Bureau together. And he wanted, you know, he said he was having a party. Jim knew the guy, whatever, it's cool, yada yada. Yeah, we got some bands. We actually went up there with a band and a jump box. And met up with all the New York heads, Iron Mike, Jay Rodriguez. You know, they brought their jump box and my jump box. We had 2 jump boxes. And these are $1 million artists, dude. These people wouldn't know us or care about us for a second until we started riding and partying, man. And then, until they started coming over.
And they're like, dude,
intermingling.
What are you doing?
So dude, here, I gave him my STA, stronger than all. Here you go, buddy. This guy, he ate 100 times. Oh, we were loving it. They were crashing, trying to jump. It's fun, falling off the box, man. But yeah, that was a highlight, man. Meeting Frank Frazetta, man, and knowing who he was.
That's awesome. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was good. Like,
That's cool.
I couldn't go over 48 miles an hour with the jump box.
And then, did you use my trailer?
I used the trailer. I'm on Route 80, going 48 miles an hour.
That's you, my son.
Oh yeah. The thing it wasn't tracking right. 50 miles an hour, you got that. You know, dry rotted tires, dude. I did not want to lose it again. You know, the first time was enough.
That trailer.
And I was like, not to get off the subject, but we had Power Tone, a buddy of mine owns a big tow company. He always let me use his trucks, his big flatbeds to take my ramps places. And one time, go to Flemington with the half pipe. We're going down 22 with the whole ramp on there, and one section flew off. An 8 foot by 8 foot transition, fully layered, all ribbed, flew off like a matchbook. My buddy Scooch drove right under it. Right over his car, dude.
Steve, man, you're not gonna believe this, but it's raining ramps.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We had to go back and put it back on, broke the corner off. We fixed it, man, but that was like, wow, did that really happen? I could have just killed like 5 cars, like whatever, man.
Dude, I had the same thing happen when I was riding for General. We did a show in Atlantic City for the first year of the Tour de Trump. And we hooked everything together. We take off, me and my buddy, his name's George Kelly. And we're going down the road, me and him, we had this chick that he met up with down there, and she's sitting in the back. And we're on the road, as we're going on the road, I hear in the back, and all I'm hearing is this big 24-foot truck going ka-choom, 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 ka-choom. That's fucking weird. Get all the way home, get all the way up to Piscataway, where Newmarket Pond is. You know that, like, it's almost like a jump where you go over that one part of it, the train track.
Oh yeah.
So I go over it, and I give the truck some gas, and the next thing you know, the truck takes off like there's nothing on the back of it. Because there's nothing on the back of it. I look up and I'm like, George, the trailer came off the truck. And you see it's going, ski!
Oh
ski.
yeah.
And he goes, dude, don't worry, just relax, 'cause it's going in a straight line. He goes, just slow down a little bit, ease it up, and touch the back of the trailer. I'm like, ah! Boom!
Nice. That's
Two
it.
retards get out, like,
Yeah. We jump for the safety chain, right?
We got no safety chains on, so I drove from Atlantic City to friggin' Piscataway with a trailer that could have just popped off at any time and killed people on the parkway. We're retards and proud of it.
I see some riders. What you don't see here, I can see my ramps through the window. Every window I can see your ramp. He's a prime kid. If you guys want, I can get the BB gun and show you give you a behind the scenes look
Honestly, look at
on how I shoot these guys.
BMX.
He needs to get shot too. He's the welder that's making up the handrail.
Where's the handrail? I'm getting the handrail.
Yeah, we'll go other way.
Okay,
Okay, where are we going, man? Where are we going?
What were we talking about before we got
We
there?
finally cooled down, man. I can stir this up.
Having the fire here.
Oh, we're nice, man.
We were considering doing this interview in the nude and just blowing out the nasty parts because it was like 90 degrees when we got here.
Yeah, I got all the windows open, let the logs burn out. Now we're nice,
We didn't
man.
want to drive the ladies crazy. And
Yeah. All right, stir the coals in, man.
stir it up.
Okay, where we at? Where we at? Jump for Joy, man. Coming up, Memorial Day weekend, man. Memorial Day weekend.
16 jump for joys.
Yeah. Gonna be good, man. Gonna be some good filming. A lot of big time photographers are gonna be here. Delecki's gonna shoot some photos. Trying to get into Vaz here, man. Whoever wants, because the music, the bike riding, the whole atmosphere is just gonna scream something.
I think this is gonna be like a reunion of the whole. Even though Steve and I are like go way back, it's gonna be all those guys that came together and created animal bikes and like that whole.
Yeah, animal bike started in my backyard before there was anything. They met here. You know, this is where Tom's River, South Jersey, Philadelphia met New York City at a Jump for Joy in my backyard. You know, Van Homan didn't know who Ralph Sidisi or Joe Tizio was. Didn't know any of the New York riders, man. Louis Perez from the Mullally rink. Who's the other guy? Eddie, the other Spanish guy. Oh, I forgot. Grimaldo, all those nuts, man. Bob Serbo, Georgia Santos. You know what I mean? Guys that are it in the sport, man.
all the big names now.
Yeah, all the big names now, man. You know? You guys remember me, I'm shouting you out, you bastards.
Product for the comp, G.
Yeah. We can have no problem with that, man. No problems with that, man. Yeah. Good, man. Good.
So what do we think? What do we think after this, man? Like where are we gonna go after this?
Personally, what I know, you're gonna look for a Jump for Joy jam at my friend's hot rod shop. My buddy Josh Cohn, the tattoo artist, old BMXer, met him at the barn through Tom Stover. He's got a hot rod shop that builds rat rods out in Peaburg, and they could have bands there, man. It's an industrial warehouse, man. Bricks, old cars, rat rods, you know what I'm saying? Tattoos and music and ramps. That's gonna be the next thing I do, man, before the weather gets too hot. And it's gonna happen, man. I just can't wait. Like seriously, man. Tattoos, hot rods, BMX, and music. All
So we're
in an atmosphere with bricks. Dark. You know what I mean? Trial.
So you gotta take it to where you try to take it.
I'm gonna take it
11
where I
years
want
ago.
to. Yeah, I want to take it where I want to go with it. Man.
The Funk Fest thing was.
Yeah, believe me, if I can make money off it, I'd love to. But I'm not. That's not why I do it. But I mean, if I could, if you know, if once everybody sees what I could put together, I'm just a 44-year-old carpenter, you know, rider. You know, if I could put something together where all of these guys are gonna come, man, and have an event, if I could do that in other places, and you know, be the middleman and get everybody together, man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, just go beyond just having a BMX contest and really having like a big get
Yeah, just a
together.
production, man. A production of happiness.
Happy
You know?
Productions.
Chill, man. You know, it's all got a common thing. It's a common bond, man. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Excellent. I think this is going to be I think Steve now having his knee fixed and everything else, and we've all gone through some trials over the last few years. We've sort of grown into being the middle-aged men now. We've grown past being, I guess, the punks that were being chased by cops and getting hassled, and now people turn around and going, you know, these guys are into actually is maybe it's something that's a positive thing, and we should be paying more attention to it and helping them actually make stuff happen. So when we go out there and Steve has ideas like that and we put stuff out there, we can get
Yeah, man.
people to help us out. I think that's what we want, and make things better and cooler and more fun.
Yeah.
That's what this is really all about. That's what Steve's all about. Since the beginning, since the first time I met Steve, he's like, let's go have some fun. What about this?
Man.
What about this? I'm like, like I said, we've never done this before. What does that mean? That means we have to learn how to do it.
Yeah. You know, I never rode a ramp until I built my own. Never been to a contest till I, have my own. You know, and it just turned out good, man. Got a lot of good support. A lot of people like the sport. Good support from you, man. Keep just going, man.
Yeah, like I came back and you were like very accepting and actually all the guys and all my buds, except for some people that were sort of stupid.
Yeah.
We're very accepting of like, yo, Brett's back. Let's support what he's doing. He's trying to get everybody in New Jersey some recognition for what they got going on, and we're gonna keep going with that. And I'm hoping that as time goes on, somebody says, yo, what's going on in New Jersey and BMX? They go to our website and they say, look at that.
Yeah.
This is some positive.
Yeah,
We
man.
can be involved in it. And, that's
Everything bicycle, dude. It's all about the bicycles, man.
BMX.
Yeah, BMX.
Deal with it.
Wouldn't have it any other way, man.
In my 40s and I ride BMX.
Damn right.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Oh, you better believe it. You know?
Excellent.
Keeps you connected to youth, man. You know what I
It
mean?
does, man. Like, I don't know. It's just, you get on the bike and you ride, you don't think about being in the 40s. It's not that part of it.
No,
The mentality.
age is not,
It's not, yeah.
especially like they kick half of your asses. Well, it's 90% you little bastards. Ain't nobody taking me, man. That's a challenge. Hey, take it for what it's worth, kids. We're gonna have the mats. We're gonna have the mats set up all summer, man. You guys want to come over? Bring it on with your old man. Please, I welcome you. I welcome all comers, man. All comers.
I will take care of business. That's Steve talking, not me, man. I couldn't whip my own ass.
Don't worry. We'll let Bert announce. Okay?
That I can handle.
I'll choke you all out, man. You don't even know. You guys don't even have a clue, man.
Oh, man.
All right.
So what about, before the Jump for Joy goes down, you want to throw any thank yous out there to people who've supported you over the years?
Oh, a ton of thanks, man. I didn't write anybody down, so I'm just gonna start rambling
I'll
off.
just keep rambling and see if I can push you in different directions.
Yeah, not even. First of all, I'd like to thank my parents for raising me. You know, they raised me the best that they could. They did a damn good job. You know.
Steve's of the Generation X guys whose father was in World War II.
Yeah. My father fought for this country. You know.
So there's a weird gap with some of us where like there's baby boomers. Most baby boomers, their parents were the World War II generation, but then we're like this Generation X. There's a few of us who had parents who fought in the war and we're still like sort of semi-young. We're not in our 50s. We're still in our 40s.
Yeah.
And I really see like a lot of difference with the guys like that had parents who were in World War II, and then they're our age. Like they're like these. Like we just have this mentality that we can do anything. I guess we picked up on that when we were kids.
My father, God rest in peace, Pops, he always said, if somebody could do it, you could. If you see somebody do something, there's no reason you can't do that, okay? And that's what I base that, I see I like to do it, man. I'm a doer, not a viewer.
I'm a doer, not a viewer.
I don't watch on TV, I do it, man, I do it. Gotta stay active, gotta stay moving. If you sit around too long, man, we're gonna throw dirt on you. Oh yeah, for thanks though, I'd like to thank my sisters, for better or for worse, both of them.
It's good to see you got back with your sisters. I remember that when I came over here a few times back in the early days.
Yeah, the one
was
gave me
like-
some props. She came around though, man. She came around. Patty, you did alright, alright? I'd like to thank you for a lot of I don't want to smack you for, but my sister Steph, awesome. My awesome niece, man. My nieces, Kirk and Kaylin, Jenny, them guys for sticking with me, your crazy uncle. You know what I mean? I'd like to thank, most of all, Britt Middown, man. Thanks, bud, for being my friend for so long. You know what I mean?
Me back when I came back.
Yeah,
dude,
like you never left, man.
I suck, bro. I'm so sorry. I left everybody.
Yeah, okay, listen. For the record, where I did meet him for the first time after leaving for years. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God!
I was drunk off my ass at our
He was a
shore
very
house.
happy man.
Listen, hammered. I couldn't deal with my friends anymore in the house.
Breaking my wrist.
I decided to hop on my bike and take a ride around Manasquan at 3 in the morning. And I rolled up to Britt Middown. And I believe
Yeah,
that was her.
Christine was there.
Christine, who supports
You know?
BMX.
Yep, I could at 3 in the morning and down the shore, New Jersey. Hammered out of my ass. This is where I met Britt.
Oh my God, Steve. You're like, who's Steve?
And that's when we got back. That's when we got back together. That's when. Yeah.
I had forgotten about that.
Awesome.
Wasn't it the night we had to drive through the woods in the dark?
Might have been from there back to Manasquan, back to where I work.
Yeah. So that was good. So yeah, that all worked out, man.
That
was it.
I called you, and then like that was probably like about 8 months later, 10 months later. I was like, that's Steve Steve in the freaking woods, man.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, more thanks, man. There's a ton of them. I'd have to say Ralph Sinisi at Animal Bikes, man. Thanks for the hookup. Thanks for being one of my best friends. I still have the key to your house. Okay.
I'll be over later on.
So I'll be over to finish up. I'll be going in there breaking. I have to go back and fix stuff. Oh, you're not home. So let's go. Keep me employed, man. Mike Wilson, Rodney Morweiser from Grove Street Bikes, man, who big sponsors who get in touch with all these people for me. I'd like to thank everybody at Hackettstown. Big Diesel, man, who supported me with my contests. It goes back to the original days, man. Like DK, man. Jimmy Levan's sister, Susie Levan, back in the day, man.
Susie lives in New Jersey.
Yeah, I've met her at the bar. We've had drinks together in Jersey. Small world, man. I like to say McKinney and S&M over there. They've hooked me up. I like to say Derek Adams, Little Devil. You know, when they were kicking. George Horning, man. Bob Pratt from Staff, man. Way to go, bud. Always backing me up, man. I hated you. From the day one, and now, love you, man. God, I love you. Brad Gethard for being there, man, helping me out. Garrett Burns, Van Holman, you know, all the riders who supported me. Tony File, Competition Engines for the Bronco. My sanity, you know, when I have to step out for a minute, when I'm hurt. I could always press the gas, you know what I mean? W&W, Walter and Willie and Anthony over there, man, who support me in more ways than one. Let me think, the town of South Bound
Yeah, they've come around.
Yeah, they came around. My building inspector, Bill Boyle. Sensei Barry Griefer, man. Thank you, Sensei, for keeping me whole and sane and calm, for keeping me calm underneath these tough times, man. Nothing's ever that bad. Nothing is ever that bad, man. Always somebody got it worse, man. My best friend Dave, man, my roommate.
Dave's a good guy.
Dave Cabellas, thanks for being there for me, man. You know.
Every time, didn't we do something at his house one time?
Oh,
He had a
party,
and I was hanging out there and riding.
Yeah, I just had a big party, man.
Every time we're like, we need to build something, and the grounds would come over for like 15 minutes, and then Dave would be there all day long.
Yeah.
Like, are we done yet, Steve? It's 2 more nails, man.
Yeah. Dave's a stickler, man. My beautiful ex, Donna, man. Girly whirly. Thanks for putting up with me, man, for all those years. Both our dreams came true, man. You know that. Let me think. Hug a teacher. Butterflies.
You know what he's saying.
Alright. And yeah, that's about it. Anybody's ever ridden a bicycle? All my heroes, Matt Hoffman Bikes, all my sponsors. There's been so many over the years, man. TNT, bicycle companies ain't even around. Peregrine, Madeira. Shout out to Madeira. Tip, Distribution, Primo, all the newer guys that are starting to hook me up, man.
I don't even know all the new guys.
Yeah, just more thanks than I could say, man. I appreciate everything, man. I really do. More shout out. Oh yeah, can't forget Cramble. I almost forgot I ride a bike. I haven't ridden it in so long. But yeah, thanks for the frame, man. Everybody up there at FBM, man. Way to go. Hook it up. Keeping it real, man. Boom, boom. Now, the kids, right? All my helpers.
What do you call them?
The workforce labor department out there. Little lazy, or LLB, little lazy bastards. McSkinny, #1, worked his way to the top. Raise out, McSkinny's in, man. There's where the loyalty comes in. There's where the loyalty comes in. I was talking about that all day. Lazy Chunks, starting to come around. We got Tom Manna, good guy, man, helping out here all the time with his pickup truck and helping us bring stuff. Mike Kuhn, shout out to him, man. Energy, ball of kinetic energy that kid is when it comes to BMX and artwork and making flyers for me or just being a goofy little kid the way he is, man. Love you, Mikey. Oh yeah, Spin Billy Spin for all the pallets, man, and wood, hooking me up for that. Kevin over at Bamco for the big pallets and all the good lumber, man, that I'm getting for free over here to build this place with.
Crazy Bill been over here.
Crazy Bill, yeah, Crazy Bill. That's Spin Billy Spin, yeah.
You call him Billy Spin?
Yeah, because I yelled that to him 1,000 times when he learned 360. Spin, Billy, spin! Spin, Billy, spin! Like a broken record. So that's how he got that name. He's crazy, but he's more retarded than he is crazy. So, whatever, Bill. All my neighbors for being cool, putting up with my for all these years.
The town.
Oh yeah, Southbound Brook, thanks you for finally coming around. Bill Boyle, again. Never thanked the building inspector more than, a couple times. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry, man. But, you're my friend. You know you're my friend, man, when you're my friend. That's all I could say, man. Thanks. It's been good.
That's Hippie Steve Wisbeski, man. We're going to be at Jump for Joy 2010 with the main man himself. I'm going to break into tears soon, so...
yeah, it's been a long ride, man.
Long ride. It's, I guess for us two guys, it's been 30-some years since we've been around and stuff, so...
Yep. Mike Oso over there at Animal. Sneaks me stuff in the mail Ralph doesn't know about. Love you, Oso.
The bomb.
And my friend Dan used to work at Effingers. Dina Machine, Eric Marion. List goes on. Little Nick, all those guys that are coming over here to help. Gary Nielsen, Small Fry, Half Pint, 2-Bit, Shoehorn. Fucking Bent Finger. Oh, the names go on. All these kids, man. Alright, that's it. I'll go out and ride, man.
Cool. Later.
Nate. Bruce, thank you, man.
Trucking, got my chips cashed in, keep trucking, like the Doodah Man, together, more or less in line, just keep trucking on.
Arrows of neon and flashing marquees out on Main Street. Chicago, New York, Detroit, and it's all on the same street. A typical city involved in a typical daydream. Hang it up and see what tomorrow brings.
Dallas, got a soft machine. Houston, too close to New Orleans. New York, got the ways and means and just won't let you be.
Most of the cats that you meet on the street speak of true love. Most of the time they're sitting and crying at home. One of these days, they know they gotta get going. Out of the door and down to the street all alone.
Trucking like the doodah man once told me, you got to pay your hand. Sometimes the cards ain't worth a dime if you don't lay 'em down. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me, what a long, strange trip it's been.
What in the world ever became of Sweet Jane? She lost her sparkle, you know she isn't the same. Living on reds, vitamin C and cocaine. All a friend can say is ain't it a shame?
Trucking up the Buffalo, been thinking you got to mellow slow. It takes time to pick a place to go and just keep trucking on.
Sitting and staring out of the hotel window. Got a tip, they're gonna kick the door in again. I'd like to get some sleep before I travel, but if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in.
Busted down on Bourbon Street, set up like a bowling pin. Knocked down, it gets to wearing thin. They just won't let you be.
You're sick of hanging around and you like to travel. Get tired of traveling, you wanna settle down. I guess I can't revoke your soul, but trying. Get out of the door, light out and look all around.
Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me, what a long, strange trip it's been. Trucking, I'm going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, sit down and patch my bones and get back trucking. Oh,